Hey guys, welcome back to Hannerman Autos. Today I got a little update for you on my 76 Ford F-250. We got it running driving back in June or July, and I drove it home and we got it like going, all that stuff like that. And today we're oh fuck, I can't speak. Well, it's been about another week since I drove this thing home, so I just reconnected the battery here. So I'm curious to see if this thing will still just fire up to life or if it doesn't like to be alive. So we'll give it a couple little pumps here. She liked neutral a bit better, so. I can't believe that. It just sat for a week and turned over like that. Like I promise you it. Wow. I can't believe that. The motor's not the happiest, but wow, that's crazy. It's not too bad, you know. It's only a little bit holy, so we're gonna fix that right up. I have some sheet metal here. I'm gonna vacuum this out, cut out the rust, and then we're gonna fix it. And by fix it, I mean self-tapper it for now, because the other floor is good, kinda. So yeah, all in all, that's actually not too bad. I was expecting way worse. So we're gonna vacuum this out, and hopefully that side's pretty good. Yeah, she's a little flimsy, but yeah, not too bad. That wire still good, just absolutely covered in mouse piss, so that's probably what rotted this out. The biggest concern here is this lip is gone, so I'll have to fabricate something there. But all in all, it shouldn't be too bad to fix this. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that this is the only rust in the cab, besides the other floor that's not as bad, but bad. So I think this is a good candidate to do some fixing on. Under the seat is perfect. Like all this, the transmission tunnel there, just cherry. So yeah, I was concerned that under here would be rusty because the back window has been open for 12 years, but it's actually pretty fucking solid. Like it's not too bad. I like to find a different steering wheel eventually. I might go aftermarket or something cool, see what I find, because this one's destroyed. But yeah, just thought I'd give you guys a little update. I'll have to find new weather stripping. I was gonna order floor pans and do this right, but the cheapest ones I can find on Rock Auto, which are $50 a side, not bad. Like that's totally affordable. And then you get into shipping in Canada, which sucks. It brought those $100 floorboards up to $620 Canadian, which is like $300 American or whatever. Not really, but yeah, so I'm not going to do that because I'm just not going to spend that much money on floorboards for this truck when I can make them out of sheet metal and have it work just fine. I might even weld these ones in, unlike the Dodge here, which is made out of license plates. But yeah, I thought I'd give you guys a little update on this thing. Progress is slow. I think I got all the mice evicted now, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I'm going to find some sheet metal. I'm going to vacuum this out and clean it up, rust, neutralize it, maybe paint where it needs the paint, and throw some custom metal over it. Look, it's even got a temporary floor in it. This isn't a permanent fix. This is just to keep the rodents and the weather out and stuff like that. So otherwise, I'm pretty sure this cab is really well sealed. So hopefully this helps with the majority of the rodents and the creatures and the bad stuff coming in here. I know they'll still get in other ways, but I mean, fixing the giant hole in the floor can't hurt. And my plan to fix this right is to find a parts truck with a good floor in it and just chop it out. I have a couple leads, so in the meantime, this is going to work to keep it sealed up and keep it like not a gaping hole in case I have to move it around or whatever. I want to rip this carpet out and pressure wash it, But I don't know how to get the seatbelt fingers out. I'm pretty sure you have to drill rivets, and I don't feel like doing that today. So, yeah, I do plan on pressure washing or just ripping this carpet out for now. I'm not 100% sure what route I want to go, but yeah, it's a little tinny, but I mean, like I said, it's better than the gaping hole in the floor, and if other people can do it, why can't I? I mean, if I really wanted to make this permanent, all I'd have to do is grind down the edges, probably put a couple bead rolls in that. Ideally, you'd want one piece of metal, not two, so a guy can make floor pans like this. Like, it's not rocket science, especially with an easy flat one like this. This is a little too light gauge of metal, sheet metal, so it's not the greatest, I'll admit it, but I mean, it works. And I put paint on the surface rust to hopefully stop it rusting. It can't make it any worse anyway. I might put another self-tapper right here to help secure that, but yeah, anyways, that's the progress for today. It's nothing fancy, nothing special. I mean, it doesn't matter how you fix it as long as you're having fun, as some people say on the internet. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little segment here of bullshit and tomfoolery, and stick around. If you hate what I did, make sure you leave a comment. Braden, if you're gonna start bitching about it, just shut your yap hole, because I mean, your project truck don't even run, so you can see. So the first fit up's looking pretty good here. I think I'm gonna have to trim. I kind of want to trim up here some more, cut off that tang. I thought I needed that tang to weld on the light switch, or bolt up the light switch, but I don't think I do. I'm going to have to cut out the little area there for that mount bolt hole. Yeah, that's proper. So yeah, it's fitting pretty good actually. I mean, if I were a complete hack, which I am, I could just self-tap this down right now and it would be perfectly fine. But I want to try my hands with some welding skills, so I guess I'll do that. Roll that down a little bit. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm kind of at an impasse what to do next here. And chop it down a little bit more. But I kind of like it going up that high, because there's rust all throughout there, and I don't... The thing is, with that hole being right there, I kind of would like to keep the access for the mounts, because they're in really good shape on this truck. So what do? Do I try to cut a circle out of sheet metal and get skills, or do I self-tap this in here and weld it, or I don't know. I think that'll weld up pretty good though. Send some Taxol around there. I gotta drive this thing up to the house or find a lot of extension cords so I can cut out the rust in the floor next. That's gonna be fun. I don't have enough extension cords for that. But holy shit, and that's a floor that I cut out and is going in the truck, so that's pretty damn cool. That's it for this little update today. It's a little more of a little teaser, I guess. The full process is coming soon, hopefully to the YouTube, with both sides and all that. So if you guys like this kind of content, stick around for more builds. If anyone in Saskatchewan has a decent steering wheel insert, I want the wood grain, and I'd love a wood grain fucking dash, but that black one I have is pretty good too. So either way, but I would like to find a good steering wheel for this thing, and a good red dash or a black dash. If anyone in Saskatchewan, preferably northern Saskatchewan, has one of those, hit me up. Unless you want $800 and you can go fuck yourself. But anyways, now I'm rambling, so I don't even know if this is going to make it out there. So yeah. I just gave it another trim. It's fitting a whole lot better. It's hugging that corner a lot better. I cut off a little lip there, and I cut off that tang that goes up. The dog leg here is pretty rotten too, so I'm going to have to figure out a solution for that. Just maybe cut a triangle out of that or something. Yeah, so I think now I'm at the point where I just grab my grinder and a long extension cord, and I come out here and just chop out what's left of the floor. Then at that point I can fire up my little cheap Amazon welder and see how it performs. Never once welded with that thing, so it's going to be fun. Yeah, liking how that's going a lot better than those two random pieces of thin sheet metal. So this is all in all not that expensive, and this is my first time doing this. So if you guys have any suggestions or whatever, let me know in the comments. To weld this in for the final time. So I went and I got everything grinded out and everything cut out. So I'm going to try to have Buddy here record me while I weld it. I guess it'd help it. Yeah. Burnt right through it. Oh my god. That tack might hold.
Might.
Just burning through it. Oh. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be trying out some of this gunk here. We're going to see how well it cleans up a greasy old engine bay. So this is my 1976 Ford F-250. And as you can see, it's quite greasy, grimy, and it's probably never been cleaned in its life. So we're going to try this stuff out here and see how it does. This is the heavy duty eliminates baked on grease and engine deposits. So we're just going to spray it on, and then we're going to take the garden hose and put probably a high pressure nozzle on it and see what it does. I am going to take the air cleaner off. If you're doing this, try not to get any water down your carburetor, because that would really suck. But I'm not going to do that because I'm really skilled apparently at dropping stuff. So don't know if you're supposed to shake this stuff, but I'm going to shake it. Get her a good mix, and we're just going to give her the old, oh yeah, just soak her down. I mean, you ain't going to hurt nothing, that's for certain. Probably use the whole, oh, what have I been filming this whole time? Apparently nothing. So yeah, we're just going to give her the old soak down here. Then we're going to let it sit for probably 10 or so minutes. Get that tube, get all this stuff. Oh yeah. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Should I give the old air cleaner some attention too here? Get it all nice and cleaned up. Hopefully this stuff's not corrosive to paint. It shouldn't be. Get her on the headers. Get on all that stuff. I don't know how much you're supposed to use, but we're going to use about all of it. I might as well spray some of that stuff too. Brake booster, why not? Get her all up on the sides of the valve covers. Oh, we're starting to lose steam here. Try to get behind the carb a little bit. Oh yeah. Might as well get the dizzy cap too while we're here. Down on there, down on all that stuff on the alternator. Sure, why not? Get her on there where all the mice like to live. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to like agitate this somehow. I'm not going to do that. This is just the test for the lazy people, I suppose. Oh, I didn't get any back there. Oh. What kind of test is this? Get all over the back of your valve covers. If you're doing this to your rig, maybe do it on, or don't do it on something that's valuable, you know, because I don't know what this stuff does. But like I said, hopefully it works. Make sure you spray it all over your coil, because coils love it. And yeah, we're gonna let her bake for a minute here. Let's see what the instructions say. Engine must be cooling off. Cover distributor, carburetor, and all that crap. Oh yeah, I definitely did that. Make sure you're not shaking it on your, putting it on your, you know, electronics and such. Wipe away from exterior surface. Oh well, we didn't do that. 10 to 15 minutes. It says brush heavy deposits. So, then rinse it for fine stream of water. Okay, well, we're going to let her sit for 10 to 15. And I'm going to go find a brush, I guess, and then we'll come back with the garden hose. So we're about 5 minutes in now. I've, oh, excuse me, I've covered the carb. And I've discovered a rebuild tag, which is quite interesting. At least I think that's a rebuild tag right down there. So I'm looking forward to cleaning that off and seeing what this engine has to offer. Maybe it's rebuilt or something with a nice cam in it. Wouldn't that be neat? I rather doubt it. Got my hose all situated, so that's cool. So yeah, we're about ready to dig into this thing. I tried agitating some of it a little bit, so maybe it'll do something, maybe it won't. The places I agitated, I'm just kind of giving her another little skim coat of the good stuff here. Maybe it'll help it, who knows. Yeah, now that can's about all gone, so yeah. Let's see what I can do here on a couple more places. If you care about your engine, don't use a wire brush. Anyways, and you definitely want to make sure like your oil fill has a good seal and it doesn't just, you know, fall off like that. We're definitely gonna make sure that's cranked right down. There we go. Oh yeah, she's mint now. No water's getting in that. I mean, judging by my hand, it's doing a pretty good job. Like, you know, so yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, I can see shiny blue. I'm gonna rinse my hand off now, but I have a sneaking suspicion this is gonna do better than I thought it was. Right now I'm just doing the process of ripping this all apart and getting it ready for the next one. I'm gonna have to replace this little piece of metal there too. I'm probably just gonna grind this surface down and then scab a piece of flat metal over that. Luckily enough, like, this is good. The door support or the dog leg, whatever you want to call it, that's all in really nice shape. I have cab mounts on the way, so it won't be too bad to do. Yeah. My little update here is I don't know what Ford was thinking. Why, oh why, would they put so many bolts just to hold a fender on? Like, there's at least a dozen bolts here to hold one fender on. It's definitely enough. And yeah, been fighting with that. I'm gonna have to take this whatchamacallit off. Now I might just leave it off. I don't know. Don't know how I feel about the old running boards yet. They might get deleted permanently. So yeah, that's where I'm at in this project. Yeah, I'm not too sure what the process is to do the cab mount. I'm for sure gonna have to take the inner tub out next, and I'm worried about that because apparently these hood hinges like to just spin inside the whatchamacallit, and they're in pretty rough shape. So I guess while I'm here, I might as well replace all this junk and try to find replacements of this in good shape in Canada. Is not as easy as I would like it to be. People usually ask an arm and a leg up here for a front clip or whatever. So in cabs, like, you can buy a rusty cab for $900 to $1,000, and a good box up here is like $2,500. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyways, that's my little rant. Quite honestly in over my head in this, but you know what? You gotta learn somehow, so here I am. Make sure to leave a comment or whatever if you guys have any tips and tricks. Next, I think I'm going to pull the hood and then pull out this inner rocker. I'm just doing the passenger side. The driver's side's in pretty good shape actually, so I'm going to leave it be. I know the smart thing would be to replace both sides at the same time, but it's not nearly as bad as this, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Yeah, I'm going to have to find this guy. And of course, being Canadian truck, everything is just rotten. Like, it's hard to take bolts out because the bolts either spin or break off. Like this guy here fought me. I ended up having to drill a hole to stop this thing from spinning, and then it just ended up snapping the bolt anyway. So that's fun. If you guys would like to see more updates on this truck, let me know. I'll try to get some more videos out for you. But so since then, things have been escalated quite substantially. Originally, I thought, oh, this truck's not that rusty. It'll be fine, you know. Just slap a new box on it. Like, I thought the front clip was perfect. No, but anyways, this was the good side. That side's done. That was the bad side, but the cab mount was perfect. Things were great. I just welded a new floor in and it was fine. This side, however, has been a little more difficult. So I've been doing this for the past, 3-4 months, something like that. So we got a gaping hole here, and we got liquor, which is pretty great. Liquor, I hardly know her. So anyways, yeah, we're here putting cab mounts in. I scored some cab mounts on Rock Auto, and buddy here's been helping me. We've just been cutting her down, grinding her, and doing it wrong. As you can see, there's a massive gaping hole in the frame where you're supposed to mount it, so we're going to fabricate something for that too. But we're pretty much ready to do a test fit here and a mock-up and see how much we have to jack the cab up, which is probably a lot. Yeah. So I got some tacks here on this frame patch. It's turning out pretty good, actually. It's going to work and everything's going to be just fine, and I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Fucking Randall, give her some... Yeah, okay, Majestic. Yeah, I don't know if you guys want to see me try to weld this shit a little bit. I'm going to turn up my amperage a little bit. Fucking give her some recording here. Sure. Put some bigger tacks in her. Oh, I can burn through it. Oh yeah. How am I looking? There we go. I got her welded up there. She's very pretty, very, very precise welding there. Totally doesn't look like absolute garbage. Actually, it looks pretty damn good for a $100 fucking Amazon welder. So, yeah, it's pretty mint. I'm happy with that. I think it's going to do more than support the cab that it's on. Braden, if you watch this, Don't look at that. I know you're not going to be proud of it, but you were a good teacher. Yeah, so that's like step one done of our cab mount repair. We got that welded up, and if any of this is wrong, I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to say that right now, because whatever we're going to do is going to be 100% better than nothing, right? So, yeah, we're just going to keep...
Cab mount is better than no cab mount.
Exactly. So if you fucking people on YouTube don't think this is good work, I don't really care anymore. All right, give her. She ain't going to fire with that, though. It'll spark. Oh.
Hell yeah.
That's how you get a fire going. So it's the next morning now, and as you could see last night, we got the cab mount welded in there. She's in there pretty solid. A couple of those welds look a little shitty, but I mean that's okay. She'll hold. I don't know what I'm filming here, but yeah, I got that in there. So I might do a little more welding on it later on. We'll see how she goes, but it's in there. It's pretty solid. Like, ain't moving. So now we're making a new cab mount. So this is the original rubber. Like, all the metal was gone, but I found this right here, which is an old chainsaw clutch. So I'm gonna modify this and turn it into a cab mount here. Should go pretty good. We got Buddy here with the jack. We're gonna jack up the cab so like she fits. And yeah. Now that we got the cab mount sorted, we can finally do our original plan of putting this floor in. I got it roughly cut to shape here. I still have to do a little trim right there. And otherwise it's fitting pretty good. I'll have to hammer that gap there and make that all work together. And I'm doing like the full length of this panel all the way up to the seam there because this one's pretty rotten. So my next step is I have to somehow figure out how to drill the floor so I can weld it to the cab mount. That might be fun to figure out where it is. I want to drill through this and then plug weld this side because it's plug welding from the bottom sucks. Yeah, so I'm going to mark this out, take some marker and mark where my edges are so I can grind the paint off that so I can weld it a little easier. And then we'll go from there. So I guess I should take a quick little clip here to finish this up. So last I left off, I think I was welding in the cab mount on this thing and we had the floors just set in pace. Well, that was about 2 months ago now. So I finished off welding this floor pan in place. I got it cut to shape and tacked in. I got it tacked into the cab mount there, and then I got it mostly welded in, fitting up, but my welder broke halfway through it, and then I got too lazy to fix it and whatever. So I got a little gap down there to weld and just finish up butt welding it and then seam seal it and go from there. So that's where this project's at now. It's probably gonna sit at a standstill here until March, the month after March, January, February, March, April or May when the snow is gone, because it's starting to get pretty cold here. We've already had our first snow of the year. Sorry this project's took so long, guys. I've had a lot of stuff on the go. Yeah, so this is how the Ford's gonna sit over winter. I got the engine tarped off so it doesn't get full of snow and water. I actually have a full front clip coming for this thing, thanks to one of my buddies. So hopefully I'll get that before the snow is here, and then I'll have all the parts here to do it. Like this core support's completely rotted away, so I'm gonna have to change the core support. Luckily enough, my fenders are really good. I could use a different what the heck are they called? Grill. I could use a different like grill bezel or whatever they're called. I'm drawing a blank at the word. So, but yeah, the cab mounts are in and it's more solid. The cab's not leaning like it was. So we got a lot done on this thing. It may not seem like it because it was over the course of 4 or 5 months, but that's how these projects go for your average working guy. You know, you're not going to get it done in one sitting. And I also have other projects on the go too. This is my 67 Galaxy and my 71 Comet. And my 75 Dodge that I actually drove into town for the first time. It was kind of sketchy, but you know, that's how it goes. And I got these quads to work on too. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for the 76 F250 project for this season. I might film a little here and there on it for TikTok. I might fix my welder this weekend and finish running that floor pan in. But beyond that, I think this is how it sits for the winter. Over the winter, I'm going to try to track down a box for it if I can and not spend $8 grand on one of those, and tires, that kind of thing. Got to find new brake components because my buddy stole the master cylinder I bought for this. I donated it to his project, which is got a video coming up on my TikTok, so we'll check that out here. And yeah, until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this very sporadically and poorly filmed video. It was kind of all over the place over the last 4 months of my life just working on it. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoy this, and take care.